annotator. So I hope you all are ready with your textbook and notebook. Okay, so let me ask you. Uh, I think Shivansh was not there, so we can have basic brush up about what we had discussed. Okay, so we started with the chapter number 3, and what was the name of the chapter? Valuation of
Goodwill.
goodwill. Okay, so goodwill is which kind of asset? Tangible or intangible?
Intangible.
Intangible. And we uh, need to understand one thing, कि valuation of goodwill cannot be fixed. It will differ from person to person. Okay, so uh, to value the goodwill, which is the most important criteria? When can we say this business is having the goodwill? Business की goodwill का connection is there with one thing. Which is that thing? Profit. Yes, perfect. Okay, it has connection with the profit. Now can I say, if you have goodwill, then definitely you will have more sales? Yes. So more goodwill means more word of mouth publicity, more customer will come to you, and there will be more sale. So more goodwill means more sales, and when there is more sale, it will lead to what? More profits. Do you agree? So if there is a goodwill, it will increase the profit. Hence, goodwill has strong connection with the profit of a business. Okay. Now, first of all, we also need to have some basic understanding about when should we value the goodwill. Okay. So I request you to uh, note down few important notes, and then we will come to the questions. Okay, sometimes we also need to value the goodwill. So which are the situations where we are supposed to value the goodwill? So I hope you are able to see the screen. You can write, when should a goodwill be valued? It means, when should we value the goodwill? There are few situations. First and foremost situation, when I'm selling my business, I need to value the goodwill. Because when I'm selling my business, I will not just charge for my assets, but I will also charge for the hard work which I have done to get the clients. Okay, so I hope you all are clear. Suppose if we buy a business of Bin Harif Dabeliwala, Aditya might not be knowing, there is one famous shop here in Gandhidham, okay, with the name Bin Harif. So they sell fast food. So if that person, Bin Harif Dabeliwala, is selling the business, he will charge over and above the value of assets. The first situation, when should goodwill be valued? The first situation is on sale of business. When you sell the business, you need to value the goodwill. Now, another thing is admission of a partner. Let me explain you why. Now, let's say we have two partners, Mr. Ansh, and another partner is, let's say, Mr. Shivansh. Okay, so Ansh is having 50% share in profit, Shivansh is also having 50% share in profit. After some year, their business is doing well and there is increase in volume. They are not able to manage the situation. They want to hire some other partner so that they can manage the business properly. So suppose they want to hire, okay, new partner with the name Mr. Vivek, and Mr. Vivek will have 20% share in profit. Okay, so let's say for example, Ansh had contributed 50 lakhs, उतने पैसे अंश ने बिजनेस में इन्वेस्ट किए थे. शिवांश also invested 50 lakhs in the business. So what is the total capital? What is the total capital? Hello, थोड़ा बीच बीच में बोलते रहो. Okay, so can I say total capital is 100 lakhs? तो विवेक, ये 100 लाख you will get 20% share in profit. Okay, so for this 20%, how much amount should you bring? कितने पैसे आपको लाने पड़ेंगे to become a partner? Chat box is also open. Can you repeat?
20 lakh.
Yes, 20 lakhs. 20 lakhs are to be paid by the Vivek. But my question to Ansh and Shivansh, will you collect only 20 lakhs from Vivek or more than 20 lakhs from Vivek?
Sir, more than 20 lakhs.
Why? Why more than 20 lakhs?
Sir, because our business has goodwill
Okay.
and has to pay for that.
Yes, correct. So can I say that initially Ansh and Shivansh, you both struggled for the business, okay? And due to your hard work, right now Vivek will get directly a share in profit. But initially there was a loss. You worked hard to set the business. Now Vivek will straight away get the benefits. So whenever a new partner is admitted, new partner will pay share in goodwill to whom? Old partners. Okay, so you can write just first line admission of a partner, and into bracket you can write okay, new partner will pay to old partners. Old partners means existing partners. Here Vivek will pay some extra amount to Ansh and Shivansh. Third one, what is the opposite of admission? In admission, partner is coming. What is the reverse situation possible? Can I say retirement of a partner? Yes. And there is similar situation, similar to retirement. It is called death of a partner. There can be a retirement of a partner or there can be a death of a partner. Okay, both are similar situation. So let's say in the same situation, let's say if all these three persons have become partner, Ansh, Shivans and Vivek are doing the business. After some time, Shivans wants to retire. Okay, Shivans wants to settle down in other country. So शिवांश सिर्फ 50 लाख ही लेगा या शिवांश उससे ज्यादा भी लेगा? What's your answer, शिवांश? Will you take only the amount you invested or something extra? Okay, so you will take something extra because you worked very hard. Yes. So hence, we can say that in case of retirement or death of a partner, retirement is out of free will. खुद की मर्जी से पार्टनर जा रहा है. In case of death, it is out of the will of Almighty. भगवान की मर्जी से बिजनेस को छोड़कर जा रहा है. तो in both the cases, we can say that retiring partner will get share in goodwill. from other partners. Okay, so in case of retirement also, you are supposed to pay something extra. So I hope we get this point very clear. Okay, why we value the goodwill. And fourth one is about change in profit sharing ratio. Okay, let's say for example, uh, old ratio means the share in which profit will be divided. Let's say two partners were there, Manmit and Aditya. Okay, so Manmit and Aditya both were having 50% share in profits. And now what is happening? Let's say Manmit is getting engaged. Okay, एंड अब मनमीत का फोकस थोड़ा चेंज हो गया है. मनमीत इज नॉट एबल टू गिव 100% इन द बिजनेस. ओके, सो मनमीत इज actually giving less time in the business. So Aditya, will you be comfortable with this situation or not? You can speak out or you can mention in the chat box. Let's have some interaction. So if your partner is not focusing in the business or not devoting required time, then will you be happy?
No, sir.
Yeah, okay, correct. So can I say Aditya can give option Mindmith, if you are not able to give the time, then will you increase his share of profit or reduce?
Sir, increase.
अरे मनमीत, आपका शेयर इंक्रीज कैसे होगा? यू आर नॉट गिविंग इनफ टाइम. सो 50%
सर
यू विल
मेरा क्या?
गेटिंग. हाँ, योर
आदित्य
शेयर,
का.
आपका.
सर मेरा कम हो जाएगा.
Perfect. Then you got it right. So now they have
Yes.
decided कि Manmeet now will get 30% and Aditya will get 70% because Aditya is giving full time and he is more devoted than Manmeet. Okay. So in this situation, Manmeet, can I say your share in profit is getting reduced?
Yes, sir.
And Aditya's share in profit is getting increased? Yes. So here, what Manmit will say, कि I worked hard. देखो, in this year I am not able to give them, but earlier I was very sincere. So what Manmit will say, कि look Aditya, you are going to get more share in the profit. Okay. So Manmit will demand, I can say Manmit is in the position of sacrificing partner. Sacrificing. Okay. And what is the opposite of sacrifice? Gaining partner. So partner who is having more share in future profits is called gaining partner. And the partner who is having lower share in future profits is called sacrificing partner. So in case of change in profit sharing ratio, who will pay to whom? Accounts is very
सर मैं
easy.
आदित्य को. सर मैं आदित्य को shares.
No, wrong answer. Who will pay to whom? It's like this. Gaining partner will pay to sacrificing partner. Okay? Because Aditya will have more profit in future. And this profit till now, right now, both were contributing equally. So when there is change in profit sharing ratio, some percentage, 20% of the total goodwill, okay, has to be paid by Aditya to the Manmit. Why? Because Aditya will have advantage in future. He will get more profits than Manmit. So I hope you are logically able to understand the reasons why we need to value the goodwill. Yes or no? Okay. So there is one request. I hope you are noting this down in your notebook. Okay, when you are there in the class, assume that this is your whiteboard, and whatever you are able to see, you can make a note out of it, and simultaneously you can listen, you can have some interaction. So Aditya, are you clear? Why will you pay to Manmeet?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So these were the cases where we need to value the goodwill. Okay. So now let's have some recap about what method we had discussed. So here we can write uh, method of goodwill valuation, and we have the first method. Okay, first method is called simple average profit method. We have simple average profit method. Now, what does this method say? That there are few steps. If you remember, which was the step number one? What do we calculate? Average profit. Okay, we calculate average profit. Average profit is sum of previous and year's profit divided by n. In some question they give past 3 years profit, some question they give past 4 years profit, so it depends on the question. Okay, as I told you, how goodwill is getting decided, it is getting decided based on the negotiation between the parties. So let's say if I want to sell my business, so I will tell to other party, look, I have been earning so and so profit since past 3 years. So take the average of that. And whatever is my average profit, you give me double of that amount. It means I'm telling K, due to my goodwill, for the next 2 years, you are going to get the customers. So goodwill will be decided in step number two. So in step number two, we have the value of goodwill as goodwill is equal to average profit. Okay, average profit multiplied with number of years of purchase. Again, I am telling number of years of purchase depends on the questions. Sometimes they give 2 years, sometimes they give 3 years. So if we follow these two steps, we get the amount of goodwill as per simple average profit method. Okay, so we actually solved 2 3 questions. You will be able to understand. Again, we are continuing with the same concept, and today we will solve another questions. Okay, so here question number 1, question number 2 was solved, and I think question number 3 was also solved. Okay, so we are in question number 4. So let us solve this question number 4. Okay, I will take the help of some of you. Manmit, can you please read the question?
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
Anu, Baby, and Chetan are partners in a firm sharing profits and losses equally. They decide to take deep into the partnership from 1st April 2021 from for 1/5 share in the future profits.
Okay, so here one partner is getting admitted for 1/5 share. Now please note 1/5 means 1 by 5 into 100 is how much percentage? 20 percentage. Please continue.
For this purpose, goodwill is to be valued at 100% of the average annual profit of previous 3 years or 4 years. Whichever is higher, the annual profits for the purpose of goodwill for the last 4 years were.
Okay, now look here. This is very important. What they have given, generally students have confusion. They have given goodwill is to be valued at so and so percentage of average profit. So there are two ways. Either you can write average profit into number of years of purchase, or in some question, it can be like this: average profit into so and so percentage. Okay, so and so percentage of average profit. So in this question, they have given percentage of average profit. Okay, so that's fine. But what is the most important? Whatever I'm highlighting, if possible, you should also highlight here. This thing is very important. Okay, what are the words? Average profit of the past 3 years or 4 years, whichever is higher. So profit of last 3 years or 4 years, whichever is higher. So we need to find two average profits. Okay, one for 3 years and another is for 4 years. So look here, uh, before the partner is admitted, this was the latest year. Okay, so from date of partners we need to calculate average profit. So here along with me you can solve the question. I can write here solution. We have question number 4. Also please write the page number. Page number is 3.28. So page number 3.28. So method remains the same. Step number 1. What is our target? Our target is to find average profit. Okay, our target is to find average profit. Now here I will have to divide the page into two parts. Average profit of past 3 years, and here I will find average profit of past 4 years. Why I'm doing calculation 2 times? Because in the question it is given that goodwill is 100% of average profit of 3 years or 4 years, whichever is higher. So I need to take the higher of these two average profits. Are you getting the point? So past 3 years. So before date of admission, you should take past 3 years. So 2,88,000, 181,800. 181,800. 181,800. And then 187,200. Divided by how much? 3, since it's past 3 years. And for past 4 years, it is 2,88,000, 181,800 plus 187,200. These 3 years are same, but in this case, I also need to take the 4th year, which is having the profit of 253,200. And we will divide with how much? 4. So let's have the calculation. Here I have 800 and 200 will give me 1000. So I will write 0, 0, 0. Power will be 1. I am also showing to you how to do this calculation. 1 plus 8, 9. 9 plus 1, 10. 10 plus 7, 17. So I'll write 7. Again, power will be 1. Look here. 1 plus 8, 9. 9 plus 8. How much? 17. 17 plus 8. How much? 25. So 5 will be there. Here power will be 2. 2 plus 2, 4. Plus 1, 5. Plus 1, 6. Divide by 3. I hope you are also doing the calculation by yourself. 3 2s are 6. 3 1s are 3, 27. 3 9s are 27. So I am getting 2,19,000. Are you also getting the same? Yes or no? Here I know that already 3 years profit I have calculated. I just need to add 2,53,200 and then I will divide with 4. So here we can see 000 200. So here I can write 200. 7 plus 3 is 10. Power will be 1. 1 plus 5, 6. Plus 5, 11. Power will be 1. 1 plus 6, 7 plus 2, which is 9. I need to divide with 4. 4 2s are 8. Then it will be 11. 4 2s are 8. So 3 0 30. 4 7s are 28. It will be 22. 4 5s are 20. Then 2 will remain, 2 0 20. And 4 5s are 0 will remain. So you can also, please note, I am, doing it manually. If you feel comfortable, you can have a rough book along with you. There is one request. So every time you did not turn the pages. So are you getting the same profits? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So which profit should we take? Lower or higher?
Higher.
Higher one. So therefore I will write K higher of above profits is equal to 227,550. So this completes our first step. We found the average profit, and in the question it was said average profit of 3 or 4 years, whichever is higher. Now let's move on to the step number 2. Step number 2 is the valuation of goodwill. And in the question it is given goodwill is equal to average profit into percentage of average profit. So average profit is 227,500. And what is the percentage of average profit as per the question? 100% of average profit. So 100% means 100 upon 100. Percentage means divide by 100. So 100% means just 1. So I can say that we got the answer as 227,500. So what is the answer? 227,550. Okay. Actually, I forgot to write 5 here. Okay, we got 550. So where is the eraser? कहाँ गया? Here we have 550. So raise your hand if you are absolutely clear about this question. You have the option. Okay. Shivansh, are you able to understand and get the answer? You can mention. So can I give you similar question right now for you to practice? Okay,
Yes, sir.
good. So I am giving you question number 6. Okay. So as you are able to see, though we are in online mode, but I am using these tablets and so many commands are there. I really need to take a load on my mind, but just to ensure that you are able to precisely understand. So here, uh, can Ansh read the question, please? Hello, Ansh, can you please read? अच्छा, ओके, डिस्टर्बेंस है, हाँ, ओके, समटाइम्स. So चलिए, then Vivek, can you please read?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Purav and Purvi are partners in a firm sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 2:1. They decided to take Purv into partnership for 1/4 share on 1st April 2021. For this
Okay.
purpose, goodwill is to be valued at 4 times the average annual profit of the previous 4 or 5 years, whichever is higher. The agreed profits for goodwill purpose of the past 5 years ended 31st March.
Okay, so whatever are the profits. Now look here, when they say past 4 years or 5 years, whichever is higher, so you will have to find average profit one time or two times. Two times. Okay. And now चलिए another question. अंश, ये 4 years कौन से लेंगे? Which 4 years will we take? Or Aditya, you can also tell. Which 4 years should we take? First 4 years? Uh,
Yes, sir.
wrong. 2017 नहीं लेना है. Why? Think about. उन्होंने जो पहले दिया है वही पहले लेना नहीं होता है. They have written like this. Look here. This is the date. This is the date of admission. And what they have written here, previous years. Previous years का मतलब 1st April 21 से पहले के years. So basically, this is your first previous year. This is your second previous year. This is your third previous year. This is your fourth previous year. And this is your fifth previous year. You got this point? So hence this date is important. So you will do calculation two times. Okay, I will also help you with that. But I hope you are able to understand what is the mistake here. When we need to take 4 years profit, then it has to be these 4 years, 2018 to 2021. Okay, so let's solve this question. I will just help you with the format. You will have to do the calculation. So it is solution to the question number 6. So here we'll write step number 1. In step number 1, what do we have? I will write average profit. And here I will write past 4 years. Divide the page. And here I will write past 5 years. So I hope now you got this point. In past 4 years, we need to be careful. Okay, so past 4 years means the year which is ending before the date of admission. This is the year ending 31st March 2021. So start from the latest year. Past year means the latest year should be taken. So 15, 16, 10. So 15,000, 16,000, 10,000 and 15,500. 15,500. This will be divided with 4. And here whatever total you get of 4 years, you will have to add the 5th year as well. And here you will have to divide with 5. So I will be waiting for your answer. You can also mention in the chat box. And after this, we can have step 2, which is about goodwill and which is based on average profit into, in the question it is given 4 times the average annual profit. So 4 times or 400%, both means the same. Let's see who is able to get what average profit. Ansh is getting 14125. Ansh, for first 4 years. Okay. 14,125. Others can confirm on this. And I can write like this. Look here, 15 and 16, 31, 41. 51 plus 5, 56, 500 divided with 4. Okay, and Manmit is getting another answer as 14,100. Okay. So here 56, 500 plus 14,000. Ansh, are you also getting the same thing? Okay. So here I will write, okay, therefore average profit is equal to higher of above, and hence what is the higher of above? 14,125. So 14,125 into 4 will give you the goodwill, and you can tell me what final answer you are able to get. Okay. So 56, 500. You are getting as answer. Aditya, what's your answer?
Um,
You got the same answer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so look here, we have 56,500, okay, as the final answer. And we got this answer correct, 56,500. Well done. And now, since we are comfortable with the basics, let's see if any question is remaining. Question number 5 was already done by us. Yes or no? So, Shivans, I will share the solution with you because first 4 questions which we had already solved are very easy. Actually, we were able to solve 3 or 4 questions. You will be able to understand. Today, you can go through the solution and you can call me in case you have any doubt. Okay, good. So now we have a very important concept. It is called, make a note, adjustment in past profits. Sometimes we need to adjust the past profit. पुराने profit को कुछ adjust करना पड़ेगा. Okay. So let us discuss this concept. This concept is actually very, very important. Why we adjust past profit? Because we want to find future maintainable profits, because we want to find future maintainable profits. And another name of future maintainable profit is adjusted profit. Now, why should we find future maintainable profit? Because goodwill is based on future earning capacity of business. In goodwill is based on past profit, but actually when some person is paying for the goodwill, so he is paying for the goodwill because he is looking at the past, he is looking at the future. Let me give you one practical example. Can I say sometimes back there was some controversy with Maggie noodles? कुछ
Yes,
1 or 2 years ago. Okay, so suppose if there is some controversy during that time, valuation of that company will be higher or lower? It will be lower. So just try to understand. Suppose I am having one business, okay, but I did some fraud, and I want to sell my business. So I was earning well. I was able to earn well, but in last 1 year, I did, so many frauds, and banks are running after me. Now, if I sell my business, so my question to you is, my past profits are higher, but will you pay higher amount to me for goodwill, or you will pay very low amount to me for goodwill? Low amount. Perfect. So goodwill is based on past profit, but if past profit is not sustainable, then ultimately we need to adjust it. What you will say? You will say to me, sir, you may be able to earn good profit in the past, but since last 1 year you have lost the goodwill, or very limited goodwill you are having. Hence, in future you will not get benefit of my goodwill because my goodwill got reduced. So my past profit needs to be reduced to calculate the goodwill. Now another example. Okay, another example. Let's say I was doing the business. Okay, and I was doing the business from my father-in-law's premises. So a very spacious place was there. I was doing the business. Rent was, otherwise it could have been 50,000 per month, but I was paying only 20,000 per month. Why I was paying only 20,000 per month? What is the reason? Because that owner is related to me. When I was doing the business, so he charged lower to me. You got this point? So in my in-laws place, I was paying lower rent. But if I sell this business to you, will you pay 20,000 rent or you will pay 50,000 rent? Socho.
Sir, 50,000.
Yes, you will pay 50,000. So can I say additional how much you will have to pay as compared to me? आपको एक्स्ट्रा कितना पे करना पड़ेगा?
30,000.
30,000. So can I say my profit was higher by 30,000? In other words, if you do the same business, your profit will be lower by 30,000. Yes or no? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So are you getting this concept? So we need to adjust the past profit because we are actually concerned with the future maintainable profit. Okay, future में कितना कमा सकते हैं, that is the main matter. So with this, I will share with you one format which you will have to note it down. And let me share with you. I will give you the format along with reasons. Nowhere in the textbook they have given reason, and hence student find accounting to be very difficult. Okay. So, acha, before I discuss the format, one thing, let's say we have learned trading account, we have also learned profit and loss account. Yes or no? My question to you is, if there is more debit, suppose if I give more debit in profit and loss account or the trading account, debit side को ज़्यादा लिख दिया, so what will be the effect on net profit?
Sir, कम हो जाएगा profit.
Yes. So are you clear? More debit in trading or P&L account will result in lower profit. Do you agree? Okay. So I can write like this. More debit in trading or P&L account would have resulted in lower net profit. So another question, if lower debit is there, by mistake, I have debited by less amount. So if I do lower debit, so what will be the effect on my net profit?
Sir, it will increase.
Yes, so it will have higher net profit. Okay. Now, please note, debit has opposite connection with the net profit. Please note, this net profit is by nature which kind of balance? Profit is always a credit balance. Okay. So, ज़्यादा debit करोगे तो profit will be lower because these are inversely related. Debit is inversely related with the profit. More debit, less profit. Less debit, more profit. I hope you are able to understand what is the reason. Actually, entire accounting is based on debit and credit. Then also people find it very difficult. So try to understand how we as a chartered accountant think. So again, what is the rule? More debit means less profit. Okay. And less debit means more profit. So debit has got which kind of relation with the net profit? Debit has got, yes, inverse relationship with net profit. Okay. Now, what about credit? Credit has got which kind of relation with the net profit? Credit has got direct relationship net profit. Okay, so I can make another rule. I can write like this: more credit in either trading or P&L account. Right now, देखो, some of you might feel that कि sir mind पे थोड़ा load आ रहा है, but I'm simplifying it. More credit. If you credit more, okay, look here. If I write more here, so credit side will be more, and we know that when credit side is more, for example, if sales are more, profit will be more. So more credit, and this concept, the way you are learning, it will also help you in your graduation. BCom में भी ये आपको concept काम आएगा. तो more credit will lead to what? Higher net profit. Okay, and less credit in trading or P&L will lead to what? Lower net profit. So I hope you got this point. Okay, so what you will have to do, you will have to prepare one format like this. As you are able to see what you are supposed to do, you can make a heading steps or format to find future maintainable profit. We need to find future maintainable profit. I also told you the reason why. There are many teachers, those who directly say this should be added, this should be deducted, without keeping the thing in mind. You will forget. I don't want my students to forget anything. So here we'll start with past profit of a year. Okay, whichever is the year, you will have to add few things and you will have to deduct few things. When I say you need to add few things, I am writing here something and you will have to tell me the reason why, because I already gave you some hint. Okay, the first thing which I am writing here, or let me explain you like this way. There are two concepts: opening stock and closing stock. Okay, and sometimes we overvalue the opening stock. Sometimes we overvalue the opening stock. So suppose if I overvalue the opening stock, तो you tell me my past profit, अगर मैं opening stock को ज़्यादा लिख देता हूँ, let's say for example, I can write like this. Here you can see, let's say this is my trading account. Okay, and here my opening stock. I have actually by mistake increased my opening stock by 10,000. So you tell me what will be the effect on my net profit? Yes, unsaid correctly. So my profit would be lower by 10,000. So if I overvalue the opening stock, the past profit was lower by 10,000. There is a mistake. But in future, please note, stock cannot be overvalued, cannot be undervalued. Stock को बढ़ाना भी नहीं है, कम भी नहीं करना है. तो if I overvalue the opening stock, मेरा पुराना प्रॉफिट कम था, बट फ्यूचर में प्रॉफिट कम होगा? नो, बिकॉज इन फ्यूचर आई विल वैल्यू प्रॉपरली. सो ये प्रॉफिट गलत है, आई नीड टू एडजस्ट. ओके, सो इफ द पास्ट प्रॉफिट इज लोअर, then you will have to increase the profit. I am repeating, If the past profit is lower, you will have to increase. So I can write here one thing, uh, overvaluation of opening stock. And you can also write down the reason. Okay, you can write the reason like this. Just a minute, I changed the system of button. Mm. So you can make a format like this, and here we will write the reason, okay, why we add or less. So overvaluation of opening stock. When I overvalue my opening stock, so my net profit of past year was lower. मेरा प्रॉफिट कम था, hence I need to increase it. So my another question to you is, suppose if I undervalue my opening stock, if I write less in my opening stock, मैं डेबिट कम करता हूं, तो what will be the effect on my net profit? मेरा प्रॉफिट ज्यादा होगा. Okay, so if profit is more, by mistake we need to reduce it, so hence वो less करेंगे. Because what is the reason? My net profit of past year was higher. Okay, short में धीरे धीरे मैं आपको समझाऊंगा, you will be able to understand. Okay, then let's see about closing stock. Okay, so here I can write over valuation of closing stock. Overvaluation of closing stock. Come here. Let's say this is my trading account, this is my closing stock, and by mistake I overvalue the stock by 10,000. Closing stock ज़्यादा लिख दिया, तो what will be the effect on my net profit? Perfect. My net profit, yes, net profit भी ज़्यादा होगा. तो how to rectify this? By mistake there is a mistake of overvaluation of closing stock. तो अब ये प्रॉफिट जो बढ़ा हुआ है उसको क्या करना पड़ेगा? I need to reduce it. Got this point? So if there is overvalue of closing stock, so why we are reducing this? Because due to this our net profit of past year was higher. By mistake it was higher, so now we need to reduce it. And opposite of overvaluation is what? Undervaluation of closing stock. Okay, so again, to help you understand, look here. Suppose if there is lower valuation of closing stock, what will be the effect on net profit? Net profit will also be lower, hence we need to increase it. जो profit कम था उसको सुधारना है, we need to rectify it. So here I will write, if there is undervaluation closing stock, it means that my net profit was also lower. Okay, so I hope you are clear about this. Third one, abnormal loss. Okay, or I can say loss on sale of assets. Now, we are doing the business not for selling the asset. Do we do the business to sell the goods? Yes. Do we do the business to sell our fixed assets? No. Okay, हम business goods बेचने के लिए करते हैं. We don't do the business to sell the assets. Okay, so if there is any non-routine debit in P&L account, if there is abnormal loss, let's say for example loss by fire, I was doing the business, I was having the goodwill, लेकिन मेरे फैक्ट्री में आग लग गई तो वो साल में बहुत ही ज्यादा लॉस हो गया. तो क्या ये लॉस आपको भी होगा if you buy my asset, if you buy my business? Hello? In my factory there was a fire. If you buy my business, so will you also have the risk of fire?
No, sir.
No. So it means that due to fire मेरा जो प्रॉफिट है वो बहुत ही कम था. ओके, बट फ्यूचर में तो आपको तो ज्यादा ही प्रॉफिट मिलेगा क्योंकि फायर बार बार नहीं होती. तो रूल नंबर 1 दैट शुड बी वेरी क्लियर इन योर माइंड. एनी एबनॉर्मल लॉस, एनी नॉन रूटीन डेबिट इन P&L अकाउंट will not be there in future. फ्यूचर में वो नहीं होगा. So since it is abnormal loss, हमने already उनको क्या है डेबिट कर दिया होगा P&L में, and hence our profit would be lower. Again I'm repeating, if there is abnormal loss or loss on sale of assets, our profit would be lower. But in future this loss will not be there, and hence again reason is same कि our profit was lower and hence we need to add. What is the opposite of this? कोई मुझे बताएगा what could be the opposite of this? Abnormal what? Gain. Or when you sell the asset, it can be profit on sale of assets. Okay, if there is a profit, my past year profit would have been higher, but future में ऐसा profit नहीं होगा because selling the asset is non-routine business activity. We don't sell the assets every year. We sell the goods every year. So these are abnormal items. Hence, it has no connection with the future profit. Hence, we need to adjust it. So today I will stop at this point of time. But my serious request, some of you might feel that कि sir आप जो पढ़ा रहे हो, please note if you are getting some tension in your mind, or if you are feeling that this is something new, so please note it's a good thing. When you are learning to drive something, initially it is very difficult, okay, because you are learning, but once things get fixed in your mind, it will help you even in your graduation. फिर तो अकाउंट्स आपके लिए बहुत इजी लगेगा. तो चलिए समरी करते हैं. okay, let us summarize this format. Now, I will ask question to you and you will have to answer. Okay. चलिए, question to Aditya. Aditya, suppose if I overvalue my opening stock, why will I add? You can take your own time. Or you can mention in the chat box. If I overvalue my opening stock, then why should I add? I hope you are able to listen. Others can also mention in the chat box if you are clear about that. Yes, okay, because debit side was more, it means that my profit would have been lower. If there is more debit, it means lower profit. profit was lower, hence I need to add it. Okay, another question. Why will I deduct when there is overvaluation of closing stock? Why will I reduce when there is overvaluation of closing stock? Yes, because when credit side is more, when credit is more, my profit is more. By mistake, my profit is more, hence I need to deduct it. Okay, so what I suggest, okay, this plus and minus, you just keep in mind. And once you understand this, then you know it's very easy. So tomorrow we will continue at the same time. Wish you happy learning. Bye bye. Feel free to ask. Okay, chaliए, take care.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, okay, bye.